Good afternoon and welcome to our Livestream livestream. I'm Nick.
I'm Josh. Livestream. Man.
Yeah.
We're having a blast with this. This is our second time around, so thanks for joining us again. We get to spend the rest of the night with you. We've got some services in here too, but we can't wait to see what God does this Christmas Eve.
Merry Christmas to all of you. Us group of ladies here are gathered to chit-chat a little bit about women's ministry that we're all a part of, and all of us are a part of Wednesday morning Bible studies for years now, I think all of us. I've been doing it for about 10 years now, and we get together Wednesday mornings from like 9 to 11. We usually have childcare, and we just do all different Bible study books and study different books of the Bible, and really just spend time together digging in. And I kind of would say my favorite part of our women's Wednesday morning times together is just the time of community that we have with each other, and just spending time together. And we get to know each other on a deeper level. And going to such a large church, it can sometimes be hard, I think, to really plug in and get to know people better. And in our smaller settings of Bible study, and I think usually we have anywhere from 10 women sometimes to 30 women sometimes. There's a core group of us, which is kind of us right here, I'd say. This is kind of a core group that often shows up, and we've gotten to know each other better, and it's great having just a community of women that you can reach out to if you're struggling with something. We pray for each other, and we just have some really fun times in there. Oh, and by the way, my name is Jamie Grott. I should have started with that.
I'm her sidekick, Lexi Snip. Your side candy. No. I think my favorite part is definitely, like we were talking about earlier, just the ages that we have and the generations. And it's not just like all young moms or all middle moms or grandmas. It's everybody. So that's fun. And our soft start of 9 o'clock that usually turns into 9:30 because we can't stop chatting.
Yep, that's true.
What about you, Alyssa?
You took mine. I was going to say the generations.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. And I love it too because you get so, at least the stage of life that I'm at, I feel like I'm drawn to people that are in the young child, busy mom phase. And it is so nice to have camaraderie with great grandmas and grandmas and moms of teenagers, and so that you can just kind of encourage each other, and they can be like, enjoy this even though it's really hard and things like that, and just like, it's gonna get better. Not that it's not good, it's just it's busy.
It's a lot.
It's busy and it's hard, and it is really awesome to have just perspectives of all different people. And the way that our Bible study is structured is we're all in a big room, but we all sit around little tables. And so it also provides opportunities for you to have big group discussions and then smaller discussions with the people at your table. And so, yes, this is a small group of us now, but like the study, I feel like has grown since I joined 2018 maybe that I started coming. We were in the smaller room, and now we have the bigger room, and it's really amazing. And people are inviting friends that might not go to church here, but that are continuing to do the Wednesday morning Bible study, and that's really, really awesome. And it's just a great way for me too to have childcare for those 2 hours.
Mamas need a break.
Yes, and it is a draw, honestly, for other young moms, because you're like, it's free childcare for us while we get to dive into the Word.
Yes.
And the other thing that I love about this Bible study too is that it gives you homework in a good way. And a lot of the times we'll talk about, we love reading the Bible, but we don't always know what to do, or it helps us to dig into a certain book of the Bible and ask us questions to guide our thinking for those of us that just have a hard time cracking it open and going through the chapters and reading. So it is an accountability, and it's really great. I always miss the breaks that we have.
Yeah.
I'm always anxious to get started
back.
up again. Mm-hmm.
But the breaks are good.
That's
They
right.
are good. Yeah.
That's right, for sure.
Who's next?
You want to say hello?
I'm Kathy. I've enjoyed being part of the group. I started maybe 6-7 years ago when we started Livestream, and I remember that first feeling of walking into the room. My intent was, I need to learn names and faces, and that helped me immensely. But I still remember that feeling, and I try to make a point to welcome the new ones, and it's such a joy to make new friends, for those connections. And I would say one of my loves is walking outside, and I love it more when I have somebody walk with and talk with and share. So I have walking buddies during the week, and actually came up with a few new walking buddies from our Bible study group. So that was a outside joy, but the joy of studying the Bible, digging into a book, characters, and we've tried some different topics.
Yes.
They're always
Yep.
some of them challenging, some
Yep.
of them that took me half a year to get through because we didn't quite finish that one.
Yeah.
But it's such a joy, and it's just a good connection group, and the depth, and like Alyssa said, that not just people from Livestream, but neighbors and friends, and that a community outreach. We love that.
Yep, we definitely do. And who are you?
I don't know. My name is Phyllis, and I joined this group a long time ago because for the fact that they were studying something that I had read and heard of, and asked the group, because it was a younger group at that point, it wasn't so generational, and the leader said, sure, come on. And I just, like the rest of you have said, you get to know people and you get to understand people, and as they're talking, you grow too, and you get different perspectives on the different books that we've had, the different studies, the different leaders, the teachers of the books, and the different personalities that they have and what their goals are, and you kind of pick up on
Totally.
on what they have to say.
Yep, definitely. Well, and another thing we always have at group too is we do really good snacks. So if you like snacks and homemade egg bakes and who knows what, everyone takes turns and brings stuff, and that's always really yummy too. And we like it. And I want to touch too on
You have to walk more.
But then you have to walk more. Exactly, and that's okay. I do love having some of the older ladies in the group too with their wisdom, and they always explain that to us, and how they are at such a different time in their life where they have a little bit more time. Lex and I are mothers of teenagers that are in sports and all their activities, so her and I are running around constantly, and it feels like you often don't get just time of like silence and quietness to really spend time in prayer. And Phyllis and Kathy here often say, as you get older and you're retired, that you have that time. And they tell us all the time how much they pray for all of us in the group. And that is just such a comforting feeling to know that someone's thinking of you and praying for you.
I might add that our last study we did was a
Yes.
study of when we pray. I thought, what can we learn from that? But we studied 6 different prayers in the Bible.
Yeah.
The prayer of Hannah, the Lord's Prayer, Jesus' prayer, for his disciples and for us, that we be one, that we be unified. I love that. But probably the biggest chapter for me was that intercessory prayer, praying for others, and Lord, give them knowledge, give them wisdom. It helped me a lot.
Yeah.
And there was 7 different women, and each woman took, like Kathy said, a woman or a prayer, but their perspective was so different, and yet they all were meshed. It was all a complete unity, and when we have unity, even in the church body, when you have community
God's
and
plan
unity,
for us.
that God's praying and God's looking down and watching what's going on.
Yep.
Even though we hear bad things in the news and all kinds of stuff like that, we can encourage each other. Say, no, stay in the Word, stay in, get encouragement here and there and wherever you can.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the last study we did all about prayer. And I'll just kind of do a little plug for our next one coming up is by Joyce Meyer called Battlefield of the Mind. And this is more a book study, but Joyce Meyer's, we did this one probably like 8 years ago. And it was such a profound kind of life-changing study that I did that I was like, we've got to do this again. And a lot of the people in the Bible study hadn't done this. And so this is going to be our next one starting mid-January for like 7 weeks. And anyone who is thinking they might want to join a small group, I know it's Wednesday mornings. That's kind of what works best for us. Sometimes I believe there might be a Thursday evening one led by other leaders, but we do the Wednesday morning thing because it just kind of works the best. But this is going to be the next study. It's a fantastic one. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there.
Merry Christmas!
Josh, I'm curious. What is your favorite Christmas song?
See, I can't think of
Choose
one right
one.
now. I choose one.
Choose.
Man, I don't know, because I love listening like TSO. Like I love just the intensity of that music. I don't know. What about you? Do you have one?
Probably Jingle Bell Rock.
Jingle Bell Rock.
Jingle Bell Rock.
Okay.
We used to listen to it all the time at my grandma's house, like on holidays, and it just makes me happy.
Awesome. There's just something about music that really just, it brings emotions and memories and all that. We've got some great music videos here at Livestream, and we want you to check this one out.
When did I start to forget all of the great things you did? When did I throw away faith for the impossible? How did I start to believe you were insufficient for me? Why do I talk myself out of seeing miracles? You are more than able. 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 Who am I to deny what the Lord can do? Now I see all that I have. I got my confidence back. I put my trust in the one who still does miracles. You do miracles. You are more than able. 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 Who am I to deny what the Lord can do? Can you imagine all of the faith in the room? What the Lord can do? What the Lord can do? And it's gonna happen. Just let the way make it through. He's gonna move. He's gonna move. And can you imagine, with all of the faith in the room, what the Lord can do? What the Lord can do. And it's gonna happen. Just let the way make it through. He's gonna move. He's gonna move. Can you imagine, with all of the faith in the room, what the Lord can do? What the Lord can do. And it's gonna Just let the way make it through. He's gonna move. He's gonna move. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Who am I to deny what the Lord can do? Anything is possible. Yes, it is. Anything is possible. Possible through you. Anything is possible. Who am I to deny what the Lord can do? Who am I to deny what the Lord can do? Who am I to deny what the Lord can do? You are more than able. 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 Who am I to deny what the Lord can do? Christmas is you.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Yeah,
hey.
check out this video.
Yeah. I can't even reset it anymore. Ah. Check out this video.
Merry Christmas! Hi, I'm Nancy Dyke, and this is our small group from Livestream.
Hi, I'm Kathy Haynes, and we are the A to Z Empty Nester Foodie Group.
Hi, I'm Gail Roloffs.
I'm Roger Moderman.
And we like to go out to eat together once a month. We started with A, and we're almost to Z.
Next month. And so we're looking for new ideas of places to go, things to do. We meet once a month and just fellowship together, and we like each other in here. It's kind of fun.
We do.
Right? Right?
So what is one of your favorite memories of our small group?
Right. Bunko.
Oh, yeah, Bunko was fun.
That was fun.
By the way, my niece had her baby. Yay!
Yay!
The one that was here, they had their baby.
They joined us for our cue. Yes.
Okay, cut that out.
Well, I would say my favorite memory as of tonight is seeing Joel.
Yes, we thank God that Joel is out of the hospital and with us again.
And that ties in with my general favorite thing about this group. They have been our stalwart. They have been our prayer warriors. They are not only just our friends, they are our family. And we just truly appreciate that.
Amen.
And how about a favorite Christmas tradition that any of you have?
I'd like to share one. My mom and dad are both 82 and they're doing well. And it's just fun to go Christmas Eve at my mom's place. And every time before we start, it's sit down with either the grandchildren or the nephews and nieces, and they get to read the story of Christmas. And then Mom picks 2 songs that we sing together, and it's probably my favorite Christmas memory. It's just it's about what Jesus has done for us, and it's awesome. See the little kids share that.
Anybody else?
Favorite Christmas memory for me would be doing the Handel's Messiah with Nancy and my dad, and for many years. And it was just such a joy.
That's cool.
I think one of my favorite memories of this group is just the fact that before we started, I didn't know most of these folks. And now I've got great relationships with all of them, and it's been really neat to get to know each other.
That's kind of what it's all about. We're a small group within the big church, but we're family to each other too. We try and be there for each other.
One of my favorite memories is this past summer was we had to get rid of some of our meat in our freezer. so Gail told me we had 3 briskets and they ended up being 3 pork butts. We put them on the smoker and we had about 22, 23 people.
That was wonderful.
That was fun.
With 2 days' notice.
Yes. We're real spontaneous.
Yeah.
I have a memory from when I was a little girl. I wanted an Easy Bake Oven so bad. And my brother on Christmas Eve told me I was getting an Easy Bake Oven. And so I burst into tears because I really wanted the surprise Christmas morning. Anyway, I woke up Christmas morning and I got a bike and not an Easy Bake Oven. So anyway, fast forward, I was here at church working with Josh Dollendorf, and I'd shared that story. And so he got me a present, and I opened it, and it was the Easy Bake Oven, and I burst into tears. So it was a good time.
Very thoughtful.
Well, the Joneses have a Christmas tradition that's a little unusual. We have, when all our family gets together, and there's 30 plus of us now that get together, and we have a silly string fight.
Oh, I love it.
So
I love it.
It's pretty messy, and if you're not careful, you don't even know who you are when you're done. There's a lot
I
of,
hope it's outside.
we get it where it's a little air in the room and we're in trouble.
Okay.
And one of my favorite memories of doing that was the last year that Melissa was with us. We had one of those. She's in the video, and Nick put it to the music of the cantina on Star Wars, on the original Star Wars. And it's a hoot. We pull it up and watch it every so often.
Very cool.
Well, she brought that tradition to the Modermans as well. We've done a couple of times over there with the silly
awesome.
string, so it was fun. Yeah, good memories.
The last one you guys went.
Yesterdog? That was cool.
That was cool. Well, there were some weird characters there.
Yes.
We were in Easttown.
Yeah.
I don't know that there's been a weird.
We all showed up at the wrong place.
Oh no! That was
Grinders, come here.
Yes. Ed and Nancy went out to dinner with all of us, and they were all alone. So, unfortunately,
They went to the one in Grand Rapids, and we were all in Holland.
But when we went to Paisley Peg, seeing the little robot come to deliver, that was cool.
Yeah, they have robot waiters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Paisley Pig in Grand Haven.
Nancy there.
Yeah,
sorry.
Sorry we're late. It's late. We didn't know we were going to be able to come. So.
Oh, good.
So
We're glad you're here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, favorite Christmas tradition? Well, for many years, we've been going to see the Christmas Carol every Christmas. So we normally, here in this area, we normally drive to Detroit to see it.
Oh, wow.
So that's a real, wonderful Christmas tradition that we have. And also, do you want to tell them?
And we started one recently. We have a Christmas goose every year now.
Oh.
And it's fantastic. It's a nice change for turkey, and it's so good.
Why do I want to say rah, rah, rah,
It's not Chinese turkey. Just to make that very clear. It doesn't smile at us.
Good health.
Yes,
Good health.
Yep.
Deeper relationship with Jesus Christ, always.
Yep.
And with each other.
And with each other, growing and just being there for each other.
This is our letter Z, I think, so I kind of hoping we're starting back with letter
Starting
H.
over.
That's not all bad. We were trying the double letter or something maybe, but that might be difficult for XX or
Whatever.
yeah.
Wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
You know who I love?
Who?
Rob Coffee. He's just great.
Rob Coffey is the most interesting man in the world.
Well, there's that, and he's just so much fun to just talk to and sit down with.
Yeah.
And the fact that we get to do that every Wednesday is one of my favorite parts of Wednesdays.
And not a lot of people know about Coffee with Coffee, but it is the hidden gem of Lifestream Church.
It is. More people should be here on Wednesdays at 2. Wednesdays at 2.
Just show up. If you like coffee, even if you don't like coffee,
Yeah.
you'll love Rob Coffey.
Exactly. In the comments, join us.
That's right. So show up Wednesday at 2 p.m., but we get to actually hear from our Coffee with Coffee crew.
Merry Christmas, everybody, from Coffee with Coffee. This is our group. We meet for coffee once a week, and then we have our namesake for...
Old person here.
Yeah, well, yeah. That we started, Rob and I started with coffee, having coffee on Wednesdays, coming out of COVID. There was nothing going on. We weren't going to restaurants, that kind of thing. There was nothing going on here at church. So we just basically on Wednesday mornings, we started getting together, and eventually somebody else would, hey, that sounds like a good idea, and show up. And the group has grown to roughly, 12-ish?
10, 12.
Fairly regulars when things aren't going on. And we get together and we just spend time together, just talking about stuff. There's no agenda, there's no notes, there's no minutes. It's just a matter of, we get to talk about whatever we feel like talking about.
We, with the kids grown, and now they are having kids, and their kids are busy, and there's in-laws to go see and all. We, as a family, just try to enjoy Christmas in the true spirit and meaning individually, and then what we really enjoy is later, after Christmas, is taking one weekend, getting together and hanging out. One year we went up to Great Wolf Lodge. Another year I just had all the kids and their families meet at a motel. I had rooms for everybody, and I said, okay, we're here for the weekend. What do you want to do? You want to just hang out? We went bowling. We went to the museum. Whatever the kids came up with, played games in the rooms. But we just really enjoy that time together without all the hustle and bustle of the holiday.
We really don't have, other than the exhaustive family functions, where between Thanksgiving and Christmas you see the same group of people that you don't see the rest of the year. But other than
I just look forward to spending quality time with my family. That means a lot. And the tradition keeps going. It started 30 years ago, and if people are gone from the scene, that tradition keeps on going, and that makes it pretty special.
Same here. Everything's family for me. Everything. So, fortunately, my grandkids, I have some older and I have some on the way, but they want experiences this year. So, one experience we're going to do, we're going to go to Kalahari for a couple days with my oldest grandkids. That'll be fun. Just a nice tradition. They're going to start, they don't want presents so much anymore. They want traditional things to do. Like, could be anywhere. And yes, I got granddaughters too, but it could be anywhere from pedicures, manicures to grandma or their moms, something all the way to a horseback ride that they've never taken, something that they haven't done before instead of a present. So then they get back to, I'd say tradition, I would say, instead of a whole bunch of toys and candy that nobody wants in their house, including me. So that's very nice.
Yeah, in our case, we just get together as much of the family as we can on Christmas morning. That gets tougher as your kids grow, and now we're great-grandparents, so, and we have kids scattered all over the world, so they don't all get home anymore. But we gather everybody we can and just spend Christmas morning together, and that's, it's great. family is the key, for sure.
Okay, so Braden is a newlywed. Okay, now starting off as married life and everything like that.
Why do we laugh?
Good luck, pal.
You didn't say no?
But any words of wisdom that you would give to Braden?
Tell her you love her every day and show
Absolutely.
her, because when they're gone, and then all you got is memories.
Yeah. Yep.
Hardest one, I think, for me would be never go to bed mad. Don't care what you're mad at.
Yeah.
But if you go to bed mad, you're just going to take that right to the next day, and it spoils 2 days in a row. So if you can put that aside, no matter what it is, huge.
Yeah. And always let her be the winner.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, learn I'm sorry, too.
Yeah.
That's pretty easy.
Whether it's you or not.
Yeah.
Being newly married, this isn't an issue, but hope and pray you two will have a long life together. Best piece of advice I can give you in the years to come: never ever forget why you fell in love in the first place. Always remember that. I've been with my wife 50 years, and yet when I look at her, I still see the girl I married that I met when she was in high school. So, just always remember that. That'll get you through a lot of hard times.
Yeah, they're coming, just so you know.
Not your fault, but they will. Things will happen. You will have tough times, but you'll have great times too.
You remember, she's always your best friend.
Yeah.
Number one.
Yep.
Just curious. How many years you have? 50, you said?
We've been together over 50. We've been married 47.
So 47. How many of you?
32.
32. Steve is right around mine. 30. You gonna be the winner?
Pardon?
Are you gonna be the winner? How many years you been married?
I was married 42 years. She's been gone for 4.
Right, but that's fantastic. I've been married 35, going on 36. So that's not to be taken lightly. That wasn't easy, buddy.
No.
Not one piece of it was, but it's not intended to be. So.
Wouldn't trade it for the world.
No.
Nope.
I don't know. I can answer that question.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, to narrow it down to the best, it's just,
A couple ones that just stick out.
Mine's easy as grandkids.
Yeah, grandkids that's pretty special. It's a whole new dimension in your life.
Yeah, and grandkids. It's probably it, and great grandkids. Now that I've got 5 of them, so it's different in our house. Having a little bunch of little goomers running around now, because our baby granddaughter is 11, and of course our oldest grandson is 37, and so then to have the little ones coming now is kind of cool.
It's incredible.
In 98, my wife had a terrible time with sugar diabetes. She was in the hospital in a coma. They didn't expect her to live, and they said if she did, she'd be a vegetable. And brought her home after being in a coma for 8 days, intensive care for 15, brought her home 2 weeks before Christmas. And she could only be on the couch, and we had to take everything to her, but we had her home, and you guys all know her now, and she's definitely no vegetable.
Yeah.
So that was best Christmas ever.
Merry Christmas from Coffee with Coffee.
Really? They spoke in French? Oh.
Who spoke in French?
Je m'appelle.
You know, let's talk about baptisms.
man.
It was a good year, though. We legitimately had a lot of really cool baptism opportunities, though.
Yeah, from some that were in our worship service and even in our Lake Michigan experience.
Yeah.
We had over 300 people around Lake Michigan celebrating over 30 baptisms. God has been doing some awesome stuff in the people here at Livestream.
Well, and even the people who just saw it happening and said, okay, what is that? I'm going to go check that out. I mean, we had somebody call in and said, hey, I just checked this out, and I felt like God was calling me to be there, and this is incredible what you guys are doing.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. It's about transformed lives. God working in people's hearts so that they want to take their faith and make it public. Let's hear from one of our baptism stories this year.
Merry Christmas. Frank,
Yes.
Thanks for coming in and chatting with me. It's good just to sit down and spend a little time with you. This past summer, you were a part of our baptisms out at Lake Michigan, which is one of the coolest things. Like we had like 30 people we baptized, and 300 people showed up to hang out with us. But your story, and I got to baptize you personally, and your story was just so powerful to me as you shared it with me. So I'm just curious. I wonder if you might share just a little bit about why you chose to get baptized. You know, why now? What made you decide to sort of take the plunge?
Well, throughout my life, I grew up Presbyterian, a very regimented type of church setting. And after I joined the military, I didn't really attend church. I still believed in God, but He just wasn't part of my life at the time. And went through all the stuff with military, and got out, and it was a rough adjustment going from the military to civilian life. I did alcohol a lot, tried to hide my feelings with that, and went through many bad relationships, made bad choices, and I finally met my wife, and she goes to this church. She has for a long, long time. So I started coming to church with her, and I just enjoyed the friendly atmosphere, and that it wasn't a regimented type of church setting. And then I joined the security team because I wanted to do something for the church because I was coming here. But I still just didn't feel the God in my life. I believed in God. I liked coming here. I sing and all that. But this year, I was security, and they were talking about the baptisms, and something just clicked to me. I just had to fill out the card, and I wanted you to do it because I really like you.
Thanks. That's good.
But I also wanted to do it in Lake Michigan because, I was baptized Presbyterian. All they did was dip their fingers in the water and just to feel like I was baptized.
Yeah.
But when I got baptized in Lake Michigan, it just a lot of things changed in my life. I felt part of it. I felt God with me, and it just changed me.
That's good. I know when you were sharing your story with me, I remember when you had said, hey, I want to get baptized and I'd love for you to do it. And we started talking a little bit about just your story. I actually could relate to some of your story in that you kind of wrestled with some anger over the years, and probably came from even some of the military stuff that you've been through and some of the things you've seen. And that was the part I could relate with, the anger piece. Like, I've spent a lot of time being angry too, at my past and at people in my life. And so I could resonate a little bit with that, which made it powerful for me too, to dunk you in the baptism waters and just to see the emotion on your face that day. I wonder, so how has a relationship with Jesus, how has it changed you? What's different about you because you decided to take a step of faith towards Jesus, and then you took your faith public through baptism? But what's different about you because of all that?
Well, even leading up to the baptism, I was wrestling with, should I do it or shouldn't I do it? Because anger has been a big part of my life. My whole job in the military, that's violence. That's what you deal with. And even after that, it's always in my head, violence, anger. But after I got baptized, it's like all of that was taken away from me. Just my head was clear. I don't get angry towards people anymore. I give, even driving down the road, if somebody cuts you off, and before, I would say things that we can't really say here. But now it's just like, maybe they're having a bad day, or maybe they're in a hurry. But
well, Frank, I'll just tell you, you're a better man than I am then, because I still struggle with people who cut me off in traffic. So good for you.
And my wife, Margot, she's, I want to say, the driving force having me in church, but just her faith has shown me what a relationship with Jesus can be. Because I never really had that before.
I think I look back at my life too, and I think about, I can certainly remember moments where God was really kind of touching my heart. You just kind of said it a minute ago. You were sitting in church and something clicked. You decided to take that step. So I think that was probably God tugging at your heart. But I can also think of all the people in my life along the way who encouraged me, believed in me, loved me, and helped me move forward in my faith. And you just mentioned your wife. That's just a powerful testimony of how people help us move towards God too. So the day that you were baptized, there were like 30 people baptized that day. And I remember you coming out, Chandler and I were standing out waiting for the people to come out, and you walked out, and I just shared a few thoughts with you, just talked about your verse, 2 Corinthians 5:17. But from your perspective, what was that day like for you? I mean, you get out into Lake Michigan, you're about to be baptized. Just tell us a little bit about what was going on with you in that moment and what that was like for you.
Well, we just returned from camping.
Okay.
And we all rushed out there, and I was so nervous I didn't want to come. I don't know. I just, that many people, doing this public, but I knew I had to. I wanted not to come, but I knew I had to come because I couldn't not. And we walked out in the water, and you started talking with me, and it's just like I had so many thoughts in my head, and after you dunked me, it just cleared. It was pretty cool. And I just had so many emotions coming through me, and just had all that just clear out, and it's like I had somebody with me inside me.
I get goosebumps as you talk about it. And I even go back to the moment because you were kind of emotional, and it was emotional for a lot of people, but it was just a powerful moment to dunk you in the water and bring you back up. I'm thinking too, you've mentioned your wife a couple of times, just how important of a role she has played in this for you. So what does your wife think about all this? How has she, I mean, she was a big encourager for you, so you took that leap of faith, and what does she think about all this?
I'm speaking for her, but she thinks I'm changed a lot since then. My faith has grown stronger, and I just view things different now. But she's always been at my side. We've waited a long time to find each other. I've made a lot of wrong turns in the past. And she's made some herself, but I've made some really bad turns. So now I finally listened to God and Jesus, and we found each other, and we're happy now.
That's awesome. That's so good. So as we move towards a brand new year, what What is your hope for the new year, upcoming 2024?
Well, my hope for the new year is to take care of some baggage that I've had in my past.
Yeah.
And I'm already working towards that. And, my youngest boy will graduate next year. He's a senior now. So we might be empty nesters. We never know.
Yeah.
So that's something to look forward to.
It is actually, yeah. My wife and I are empty nesters, and it's fun. So sometimes we don't know what to do, but because we raise 6 kids, but
I have 5.
That's awesome. Well, I just want to say thanks for sharing your story, for being willing to sit down here and chat with us, and sharing your heart and sharing what Jesus has done in you. And I have no doubt that in the same way Jesus has done these things in you, he wants to do things through you too. So thanks so much for chatting with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Jingle bell.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
Oh my goodness! You said it's your favorite song.
It is,
Nick.
but
Know
I don't
your
listen
song.
to it. I don't listen to it on repeat.
It's because you're not going full bore.
I don't even know how to go full bore for this song. So
Passion, Nick. Passion.
yeah, but I need to know the lyrics, and I only know the chorus.
Google it. That's what Google is for. It's 2023, almost 2024. While he's Googling these lyrics, check out this video.
Come out of hiding, you're safe here with me. There's no need to cover what I already see. You've got your reasons, but I hold your peace. You've been on lockdown and I hold the key. 'Cause I loved you before, you knew it was love, and I saw it all, still I chose the cross, and you were the one that I was thinking of when I rose from the grave. Now rid of the shackles, my victory's yours. I tore the veil for you to come close. There's no reason to stand at a distance anymore. You're not far from home, and I'll be your lighthouse when you're lost at sea. And I will illuminate everything. No need to be frightened by intimacy. Oh, just throw up your fear, come running to me. Oh, 'cause I loved you before, you knew it was love, and I saw it all, still I chose the cross, and you were the one that I was thinking of when I rose from the grave. And now rid of the shackles, my victory's yours, and I tore the veil for you to come close. There's no reason to stand at a distance anymore. You're not far from home. You're not far from home. Keep on coming. And towards you run, one-handed love will only become part of the story. And as you run, one-handed love will only become part of the story. And as you run,
Jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring, snowing and blowing a bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime in jingle bell time. That's all you get, live stream.
Oh, man. You know what? That was Nick's audition for the worship team. Way to go.
I'm good to not, but thank you. Lori, did you get that?
Well, now watch some of these videos from our worship team.
Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Hear how they ring while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Sound o'er hill and dale, telling their tale. On they send, on without end, their joyful tone to every home. Hear how they ring while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Hear how they ring while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Hear how they ring while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.